Oh, hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let's go live on TikTok as well. And let's play some music. One sec, one sec. I like this. Acid jazz. Tingnan nga natin to. Okay, I like it. I like it. How's everybody doing? We have Mio, Christian, Paolo, Lirio, Chuck, Volt in Twitch land, and then of course everybody else here on YouTube. Let's wait for more people to come in. How are your weekends, everybody? I'm still a little sick. It's to be quite honest with you, ito na siguro yung pinakamatagal na time na may sakit ako. I think I haven't been this sick in a while, man. This Wednesday, magto 2 weeks na yung cough ko. And I'm not quite sure if that's a sign of something worse. Hopefully not. But the good news is that I am significantly better compared to over the weekend and last Friday. I suppose may kumakalat daw na flu eh. May kumakalat na flu, may kumakalat na ubo. Everybody's coughing. Robitussin sales are at an all-time high. So I really, really don't know. But I guess it all makes sense as well that it's flu season. Diba? The Burr months when it's a little colder, temperature lowers, and people's immune systems are more compromised because of the generally lower temperature. So it's not that it's raining, it's not that it's cold, it's that when these are the circumstances of the environment, our immune systems are just more vulnerable to getting sick. So yeah, and also we're old, Paolo. Parang for as long as I can remember, hindi naman ako sakitin kapag Burr months. But for some reason, man, I think this is a first. First for me as somebody who is now approaching middle age. How's everybody? May mga sakit ba yung iba dito? I don't know how to react. At the same time, sama lang ng loob. Tapos may nakasmile pa na naka-raise yung kamay. How are you, SWG? I know. Sumpa mismo. I mean, hey, technically, Paolo, we're just approaching middle age. Wala pa tayo sa middle age. Marami yung ganap lately. Entire weekend, I've just been... I think that's one reason too, by the way, now that Ron brought it up. One reason why I think ang tagal kong ang bagal ng recovery ko from this cough, which again, this Wednesday will now be going on for 2 weeks, is because I'm just not... Our USB ports are acting up. Not getting enough rest. Not sleeping enough. I'm always on the move. I'm always... Chat, what's happening to... One sec. Nawawala-wala yung audio. This should be good. Sakitin na nga, no? Yo, what's up, RK? Welcome to the stream. What else did I want? So I think the mic was acting up during that time na nagsasalita tayo. But I think one of the very important reasons why I've been why this sickness of mine is overextended already is because I'm just not getting enough rest. On the move the past 2 weeks, always preparing for something, always trying to make deadlines, always trying to hit all these kinds of different goals that I've set for myself. And I only have myself to blame for not slowing down because normally, pag nagkakasakit ako ng ganito, a week, like average, right? The average for your common colds, common coughs is about 7 to 10 days. But yeah, again, I'm now approaching 2 weeks this Wednesday. Pagaling naman na tayo. And at least hindi na tayo nahahay sa Robitussin at sa maling Robitussin na tinetake natin. Because if you missed it, chat, last week, I got let's just say I got inebriated by way of taking too much cough medicine. And you may spot those moments on stream at times because may mga times na sinasabi ko dito sa stream na parang wala ako sa sarili ko and it feels like lutang ako. I've done that on stream. I've said that on stream several times last week only to realize at the end of one of the streams nung ginugol natin yung Robitussin DM, the one that I'm taking, yung pala ay side effects nung Robitussin. I know, man. Yeah. Yep. You can make lean. Isn't it called purple drank? Lean, purple drank. Robo. No, it's robo trippin. Di ba yun yung mga slang for it? Yung skeleton ba magkakasantahat? Yeah, maybe. You'll have to wait. If you look, I mean, you might not see it behind me, but there's a bunch of parcels here and may mga parating pa. Actually, I just ordered a Grab Express na any moment darating, so I might have to step out on stream to come get it at the condo's lobby. Pero may mga items na dumating lang din today na I feel like if we didn't use for our stream when we decorate it, sayang naman. Kaya pina-deliver ko na from my OG home. I didn't see that, Ron. No. I'm on the Robitussin normal. Kasi dalawang klase yung I don't end up talking about cough medicine here. Pero dalawang klase kasi generally yung Robitussin. One is just the expectorant so that it will be easier for you to spit out your phlegm. And the other one is both an expectorant and an antitussive. An antitussive just allows you to suppress your cough reflex para hindi ka ubo ng ubo, especially when it's already hurting your throat. This goes for a lot of the people who suffer dry cough. Now, the problem with that is both the antitussive and the expectorant components kind of make you loopy. So if you take both of them or you take the version that has both of them, do expect that if you take it often enough and may tendency ka na matamaan ng side effects, talagang masasabog ka. So that's what happened to me, chat. Apparently, susceptible talaga ako sa mga side effects. Yo! Hans is here. Yeah, it is my OG home. That's I think that's the best way to call it, the OG home, because this is now my new home, right? No. My Robitussin is not non-drowse. Hold on. My Robitussin is not non-drowse. And that's also one of the side effects na nararamdaman ko. Bukod sa lutang ako, I can't help but be sleepy all the time. Apparently, mas malakas yung effect ng caffeine, ng Robitussin kaysa sa caffeine. Like, you can't just take caffeine to offset your drowse. Masyadong malakas yung effect sa akin nung pampatulog. That's why, although I regularly do not take naps, I find myself just taking random naps throughout the day. Nah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I'm off the Robitussin liquid. I'm on the soft gels now. 50k likes on TikTok? Headstand ga? I might have to pass on that. Can't afford any injuries right now, Hans. Tayo ay maraming ganap ulit this week. What's Flumisil? Robitussin mukbang when? Yeah, I mean, that will be an interesting stream to say the least. Yeah, I'm not updated. I'm not updated with politics. Again, over the weekend, I've been off social media for the most part. And I've just been focused on my cousin's wedding. So I think I mentioned this last Friday. Thursday rather, na Friday pa lang, pupunta na kami ng Batangas kasi mag-celebrate kami ng wedding ng pinsan ko over the weekend. And so, apart from getting in touch with Editor Kelvs, because I think si Editor Kelvs na yung I talk to Editor Kelvs more than I talk to my parents. Sometimes even more than my best friend. Sometimes even more than... I definitely text Editor Kelvs more than I text Ali Orts, because Ali Orts and I see each other in person. But yeah, apart from Editor Kelvs or messaging and updating with Editor Kelvs over deadlines and submissions, I've really been just offline. So wala akong idea sa nangyayari sa politics ngayon. Not really full of activities. I think December is still pretty vacant. November, it's getting full, and it's harder and harder for me to pack events, especially because, I mean, chat, if you don't know yet, November 25 to December 2, I will be in Vietnam. And we will have 3 streams in Vietnam. So I think 2 of those will be hotel streams or room tours. And then I think I'll try my best to make sure that one of them is a little bit more on the IRL side. So 3 streams, Vietnam. Please check out the stream calendar. Has anyone ever taken you out on a date? See, you seem like the submissive one. How are you generating these questions, SC? Still, hindi pa ba take out? Or I mean, hindi pa ba inventory time na SWG? Hanggang 9 lang, di ba? Not yet. SWG, I'm just happy you're here. Okay, wait. Let me catch up to our Romeo's messages. You know, Abi, oh yeah. Wait! Pag adjusted mall hours, hindi nag-iiba ang shifting? I mean, I would think na yung intersection ng AM at ng PM shift will just be lessened. Hahaba talaga yung shift? That's crazy. No, I mean, like, let's say AM shift is 9 to 5, tapos may intersection ng 2 to 10 na PM shift. So yung 2 to 5 na 3 hours nag-i-intersect yung shift, yung opening and closing shift. Iniisip ko kapag nag-e-extend yung mall hours, umuunti lang yung intersection na 3 hours. Nauusog lang to accommodate. What? No. So, 3 naman pala yung shift. Okay. 3 yung shift. Yeah. Details. Miss Universe. What? Miss Universe will be on the 21st, right? Our text. Mamaya we'll definitely be catching up on politics, or at least on what the internet is talking about. No! I don't know how many kilograms I am, but I am 165 pounds. I have been struggling to make it to 170 pounds. I've been trying to do my best to hit 170 pounds over the last 3 months. I'm struggling. Kawawang shift kasi wala na sila masyadong masasakyan. Oh yeah. Kapag gabi. No, I don't know what you mean. Please expound on this, SC. Come on, man. You gotta go lift some weights. Yeah, I mean, they appreciate it more, if you know what I mean. Hey Barnes, ako rin nagugutom actually. Buti na lang nakakain tayo na onto before the stream started. What are you craving for, Barnes? Nagva-vlog ka na po ba dati? Sobrang familiar niyo po. No, di tayo nagva-vlog. I mean, nag-vlog tayo LMR, but not to the extent that it got traction. I think for the most part, the vlogging reached maybe 200 people a video, and that's a lot already. I would say 200 people on average for the YouTube videos. But apart from that, LMR, it really my vlogging journey didn't really take off or anything. Hindi pa. You know what? You guys keep mentioning it. Let's watch it. Because I also have my oatmeal here. Let's go! Thank you. Wait. Let's adjust the goal. Thank you so much, Paolo. Merry Christmas. Let's go. Wait. W's in the chat for Paolo. W's in the chat. Uy! W's in the chat din para kay Christian. Yun. Okay, updated the goal. We're now at 274. I really appreciate it. Okay, Manang. Thank you, Manang. Okay, so papanoorin natin yung bomb na dinrap ni Aimee, because I also have to eat my oatmeal. I don't want to end up eating too much food later. So for those wondering, this is simply oats with cocoa powder, milk, pea protein or vegan protein because it mixes better with oats. And then yung makikita nyo yung kalat-kalat sa taas, that's Milo. Again, I need to stack on the calories. This bowl alone, I think it's like 500, 400 plus calories. Okay, hanapin na natin yung video na sinasabi ninyo on Aimee. This is quick cook because I normally cook my oatmeal in the microwave. Okay, so what happened? Let's go. Saktong 469. Oh my God. W's in the chat as well. Ay, pinasobra pa. Let's go. Sobra pa. Let's go. Thank you so much as well, Ron. There you go. 569. Rolled oats? How about if you cook it in the microwave? If you cook it in the microwave, is that any better? Kaya quick cook ginagamit ko, Chuck eh. Kasi mas madali siyang lutuin sa microwave. Here. Is this it? It's a pretty short video. Anybody know where it was released? Was it released on her Facebook page? Was it released on your on her Facebook page, chat? Yesterday. This one, is it this one? I feel like it is. 28 minutes. Okay. It's a 28-minute video. I'm not quite sure how much of this we will be able to finish. But I want to preface this, chat, by saying...
Ayoko ng sakto lang. Dapat sagad. Dapat sobra. Sorry SWG.
Dapat sagad-sagad. Thank you so much, Spy from YouTube. W's in the chat. I want to preface this by saying I'm not a fan of the rally that's happening right now. I personally do not think that the rally happening right now, and I want to make it clear, the rally that is happening, 3-day rally siya, di ba, na nagsimula yata nung Sunday. I do not think that this rally is from the heart. You know what I mean? I don't think this rally is from the heart. I think this rally is more because there are powers above us that dictate the course of history. And it so happened that in this rally, the powers that may be have a direct influence on the activities that are ongoing right now. Okay? So in short, this is a rally that I feel has a political agenda to overthrow and... Is that a fruit fly? And overthrow the current administration. Destabilize it as well. It's not from the heart, you know, because if it's from the heart, you want change across the board, right? You don't simply want one person to go down for the next person to replace. You want change across the board. You want to see change from the highest to the lowest positions of power. Okay? Let's watch this video. Clipped version? I mean, the clipped version. Pinadala raw yung clipped version. 3 minutes? That's okay. We'll rock with this one.
Ay kasama ko pa sa Senate Philippines. Ang aking kaibigan, ang aking kumare, Senador Amy Marcos.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat, mga mahal na
That's a wild setup. You know how when you're about to drop a bomb, you wanna set everybody up. You know, make sure that their expectations are properly aligned with what you're about to say, and then you drop the bomb. What a ghostwriter! What a ghostwriter! Again, we want to know what the purpose is, right? Kung ano yung motivations for this speech, because I'm going in with a bias, but I also have an open mind. Gusto ko malaman kung ano ang purpose nitong speech na to. If it's productive, that's good. If it's constructive, it's good. But if it's purely a demolition job, I'm not a big fan of the Marcos administration. To be real with you, chat, I'm not. But what's the purpose of this? That's what I want to find out the answer to. Okay?
Pero hindi yan ang dapat kong ihingi ng paumanhin. Hindi yan ang kasalanan ko sa bayan na dapat ihingi ko ng tawad. Narito po ako dahil sa tawag ng Iglesia ni Cristo para sa transparency, accountability, at justisya. Dahil sa tawag ng sarili kong konsensya, bilang senador, bilang kapatid, bilang Pilipino. Bata pa lang kami ni Bongbong.
Yo, people, here we go. People are listening. Bata pa lang kami ni Bongbong, and then the crowd goes wild. I don't know, man. It's again, I want to reserve comments till we have a little bit of meat to chew on already. We're barely anywhere here yet, okay? Let's wait for the meat.
Ng buong pamilya ang problema sa kanya. Totoo lang, mababasa naman ng lahat ang mga testimonya ng aking ama patungkol sa kanyang ugali at gawain. Noon, dahil may tatay pa kami, hindi ko pa siya responsibilidad. Noong tumatanda, ay mas naging nakakabahala. Batid ko na nagdadrag siya.
Is it really a surprise, though? Is it really a surprise, chat? I don't want to generalize, but they do have the access. They are ultra wealthy. What else is there to do? So, I personally speaking, from somebody who has an understanding of this from my experience as a psych graduate who really appreciated my class on substance abuse and addiction. It's a nothing burger to me. Nothing burger so far because come on, man. It's an emotional appeal.
Pamilya, nalaman ng pamilya, seryoso ito. Minsan, kami ng Presidential Guard at Metro Gold pa ang naglilinis tuwing nagpa-party po sila.
I know, man. Like, you know, now that we have a little bit more to process here because we are practically a bit into the video. You think this is real, chat? I want to be very, very skeptical. I don't think any of this is holding any water. I feel like they know exactly what they're doing. I feel like they're trying to keep the game between the two families. Everything is calculated. And so that our attention is divided among just the two of them, preventing any third name to rise up in the ranks. Pero sobrang consistent din eh. Diba? Sobrang consistent din ni Aimee. Ang tagal niya ng galit kay Bongbong. Aimee has been mad and has been throwing Bongbong under the bus since their senatorial days. Let's go! Super chat na to, Mio. Hold on. Let me update our goal right now. We are now currently at 569. My God. 669 na tayo. Wow, that is a nice number. 669. Diba? All right, let's keep watching. I'm again open mind, despite my biases going to this video. Wake and bake, I guess, right? I know, man. Like, what's happening? Why is this like, this is what kind of evidence is this? Anybody know how to classify this? Anybody know how to classify this kapag it's words being spoken, no real evidence, anecdotal? Tama, di ba? Anecdotal lang to. Anecdotal evidence. Information based on personal stories, experiences, or observations rather than research. So I feel like they know that. They're senators. They have large teams. LJ!
This is to go even further beyond.
Yo. W's in the chat, LJ. It's anecdotal evidence. Right? It's anecdotal evidence. And I feel like as senators, as people with probably the best legal teams in the Philippines, alam nila kung anong ginagawa nila. They know what they're saying, and they kind of know how to manipulate the viewers already to know what to believe, what not to believe, how much to believe, how hard to believe, and what's really damaging versus what's only kind of damaging. Diba? Because if they really want damage, chat, they're gonna talk about the bigger stuff. Yung mga systemic ang mga effect. They're not just gonna create some kind of character demolition job. Ito, masamang tao talaga to. Kapag siya pumupunta ng restaurant, masama yan sa mga waiter. Tapos minsan, masungit pa sa mga parking boys. It's nothing. It's barely anything. If they want to really destroy other people based on the knowledge that they have, they're gonna go bigger. They're gonna talk about things that not only involve that one person, but hundreds, if not thousands, that are affected by this person's history or attitude. Diba? It's I don't know. Like I feel like this is scripted. It's all already known. Just target me, diba? Targetin mo lang ako. Ako lang, wag mo na sabihin yung ibang mga bagay na pinagagagawa natin. Ako lang yung targetin mo. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. All right, let's keep watching. Diba? What if it's that? What if it's that? Right? Because the flood control is not even being addressed. Or will it be? Will it be? What if it's that, right? It's to drown out the issues. Maybe the best that can happen, hindi pwede kasi si Zaldico nagsalita na siya, 'di ba? That much I know. Zaldico is trying to create a narrative for the flood control project that is pretty much new information to us, but at the same time just confusing us all the more. Nakita niyo ba yung maleta ni Zaldico? Yung diba nagpadala ng mga picture. Wait. This one's pretty cool. Hold on. Okay, has anybody seen this, chat? This one. Anybody seen this? Anybody know the lore behind this, or you want me to explain for a bit? Although I'm not sure kung gaano rin kagaling ma-explain ito. Anybody know this? Press 1 if familiar kayo sa issue na to. With the Zaldico and the photos that were taken. Palabas lang ba ni we don't know. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, chat, the lore behind this is basically over the weekend si Zaldico nag-drop din siya ng bombshell targeting the Marcos administration, which comes as a shock to everybody because the flood control project anomalies are tied to the Duterte administration. So, Zaldico redirecting the blame to the Marcos administration kind of is a new thing. And nabigla ang lahat because malaking bagay yung sinabi ni Zaldico because all this time, yung alam natin na narrative is the complete opposite. Now, in this bombshell of an expose na sinabi na I believe in parts pa nito ni-release ni Zaldico in one of the releases that Zaldico made, nagpicture siya ng mga maleta na sinabi niyang dineliver niya raw, personally delivered to the Marcos administration or to BBM himself. And the netizens noticed, right? The netizens noticed na sa picture ng mga maleta na again sinabi ni Zaldico na ibinigay niya kay Marcos himself, na picturean or napansin ng mga netizens na isa sa mga maleta may tag na sale yung maleta. Okay? The problem there is that based on quick internet research by the netizens also, yung pag-sale ng mga maleta na to, ongoing. Meaning to say, it wasn't on sale before. And that kind of doesn't add up sa timeline ni Zaldico. Kasi kung matagal na pala itong mga litratong to, bakit may maleta na on sale ngayon lang na nasama sa picture? That's the lore behind it. Okay? And now, even better, right? One of the netizens noticed, sabi nila, teka lang. Kung sa SM binili yung mga maletang to, di madali lang din pwedeng i-track ng SM kung sino yung bumili, saan binili, anong credentials yung ginamit, at they have all the data to actually catch the person who made this purchase. Because one way or another, this luggage found itself in the picture. So, hey Sophie, no, what's your... Ano kung may username mo, Sophie? So, yun yung naging problema dito. It became controversial because of that one piece of luggage that only became on sale, is only on sale currently. Not before, as with what Zaldico has been saying sa mga maletang to. That's the issue. And I think in this photo also, kung saan napicturean din yung mga maleta, may nasamang kotse, right? Zaldico luggage. Right? May nasamang kotse. It's this one. It's the McLaren, I think. Hold on. I'm not even sure if that is a McLaren. Wait, let's see. There has to be a better photo. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, check this out, chat. Yun. Okay, let's let this one load. Okay, so hindi lang kita dito kasi medyo cropped na. Pero, isa sa mga luggage, yun. Itong photo mismo. May conduction sticker. Right? And the LTO, may nakita akong post, that the LTO can, within 5 minutes, track kung kaninong kotse to. Who made the purchase? Who are the people involved? Because now there are numbers, or at least there is information attached to the identity of the car owner. Diba? So, oh yeah, I remember you, Clint. Minaliit mo yung squid balls. Ano, mahirap yung squid balls, no? Yung 100 squid balls. I remember, Clint, you do makeup as well. And you do, yeah, that's what you do. Magaling ka mag-makeup. Maserati. Either way, point is, matatrack yung conduction number na to whoever made the purchase of this car, and it can verify the veracity of the claims of Zaldico. Diba? So, I mean, there's just, there's just a lot of information. Ayan, no? Nakalagay. 2024, yung maleta na to, apparently, August 16, 2024. Pero bakit on sale siya ngayon? So, 1 year na to on sale. And they said 2025 siya nagsimula mag-sale. Matagal na raw to on sale. 1 year and 3 months na siyang on sale. Anyway, it's just some of the stuff that I was able to pick up. Let's continue watching.
Lahat sila nagiinuman at gumagamit ng cocaine. Kasama ng asawa at barkada. Tulad ng ama ko, kinastigo ko ang mga barkada niya. Ang nasirang si Bong Dasa, po ang pumunta, tumayo, at magsalita sa inyong harapan. Pero noon pa man, alam kong walang madali kapag...
Sorry, naka-off daw yung mic. May nagsabi dito, pikit mata ang mga pink. Ayan na nga at malinaw na mata ng mga BBM supporter dati. I'm not quite sure ano ibig mo sabihin dyan. Kasi dilat na dilat ang mga mata ng mga lahat ng tao. Everyone is paying attention to this because it is the country's pressing issue right now. So, I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say. If anything, nag-aaway-away ang uni team at nag-e-enjoy siguro yung mga pink. May popcorn sila, nanonood sila. Oh, wow. Nag-aaway-away yung uni team. I don't know what you're trying to say with that.
Ikaw ay Marcos. Nanginginig ako. At
Lenny supporter ka po. Yes, I supported Lenny in the last elections.
ang aking boses, hindi ng tawag ko na napagka...
Ay, napanood na natin to eh. Is there anything more to this chat? Or is it, like, that's it? Yun na yung pinaka-message nito. Na si BBM ay involved sa illegal substances. Nothing more to it. It's just that again and again. Anong iniiyak ng manang, ha? JM. Basically, sabi si Aimee na gumagamit na pinagbabawal na mga gamot ang kapatid niya. It is a country problem. Of course, it is a country problem. It's just more anong direction to pupunta. Right? Kasi user 6326, okay. Ito yung dilemma nating lahat ngayon, no? Tatanggalin natin si BBM. Let's just say. Well, I mean, let's play this out. User 6326. Let's take BBM out. Who is gonna replace BBM? Sino magre-replace kay BBM? Yung Vice. Di ba marami rin problema yung Vice natin? Diba? What's going on, man? What's going on? Sino? Di ba? Lahat. Remove them all. That's the answer. We need a cleansing, a purging. Linisin yung gobyerno. No, hold everybody accountable. That's what I want. We have to hold everybody accountable. Alala nyo, a few weeks ago, si Risa Hontiveros na-tag din yata with some kind of insertion. Di ba? Si Risa Hontiveros, si Bam Aquino ba na na-tag with the insertions? Investigate them all! Everybody, from top to bottom, we don't care. Lahat, dapat, that's what we want. We don't wanna be overly loyal, diehard supporter of one side. That's just setting us up for failure. Kailangan, if talagang gusto natin or talagang may pagmamahal tayo para sa country, we are at best looking out for the interest of the country. We're not gonna go die hard support this family. Wala kahit anong mangyari, this family can do no wrong. No. Diba? We have to we have a problematic government, period. So dapat lahat imbestigahan. Okay? We can't afford to be overly loyal. Like again, I'll give you an example. as somebody who openly supports Risa Hontiveros, Bam Aquino, Kiko Pangilinan, that side of the spectrum, I want everybody to know na kapag nadawit sila sa scandal, they have to defend themselves. Kailangan maging accountable sila. Bakit sila nasama dun? Bakit sila ano nangyari? Bakit sila nasama sa scandal ng budget insertions? 'Di ba? I like them. I support them. Pero kapag may anomalies, kailangan natin marinig kung ano sasabihin nila because they have to defend themselves. And they have to prove their innocence. I won't go prove their innocence for them. That's up to them, 'di ba? And if proven guilty, goodbye Risa. Goodbye Bam. Goodbye Kiko. That's simple. And right now, the people sitting on top, they all have problems. So goodbye sa kanilang lahat is what I'm trying to say. Let's not be overly supportive or die hard for just one side of the spectrum. It's politics, chat. Don't forget. Okay, don't forget, this is politics. They know exactly what they're doing. They're politicians. And if we turn a blind eye sa pinagagagawa ng mga politicians natin just because we're devoted to them, tayo rin ang magsisisi. Tayo rin ang masasaktan in the end. Okay? So yeah, that's all I want to say. Come on. Huwag tayo maging masyadong loyal. We can support. But let's not forget that tayo rin yung pinaka matatalo if we end up being too much of a diehard fan. Okay? Yan, tama yan. No, I was just tama naman yung sinabi mo, 6326. Let's start now. Pababain natin lahat ng mga kailangan bumaba. 'Di ba? Lalo na kung may evidence. Right now we have a lot of anecdotal evidence. Okay? Anecdotal evidence ang meron natin. A lot of he says, she says, some receipts here and there, but you know who's really suffering, chat? Tayo. Because the hard evidence is easy for the government, easy for those in power to extract. Pero sadyang withhold yung evidence na to so that at best, we only have a he says, she says narrative. So that at best, tayo-tayo lang din yung mag-aaway. Di ba? Ang dali-dali nila. I mean, there's so much paperwork. There's so much receipts. Paper trail na pwede nilang i-extract. Pero wala eh. Kasi lahat dawit. I mean, it all goes back to hanggang ngayon wala pa rin nakukulong. Kasi lahat, one way or another, complicit, di ba? Yeah, kailangan yung loyalty natin nasa country. Hey, Valix! Just want to make that clear. Yeah, kaya kailangan, tama ka, Cheese Dog, kasi nga yung evidence ngayon, anecdotal lang. 'Di ba? Sino yung mas makapangyarihan na pwede magsalita para magmukhang siya yung tama? But in all honesty, the difference between the people speaking right now is just influence. We need hard evidence. Okay. Sana clear yun. I think nagkasundo naman tayo, user 6326. Okay, the popcorn is a bit of an exaggeration. But I do agree with you. Lahat dapat pababain. Lahat ng mga na-prove, 'di ba? Lahat ng mga sangkot dito dapat pababain. Exactly. Agree with you, Cheese Dog. Don't forget, 'di ba? Sino ba yung pinaka-idol ng internet ngayon pagdating sa politics? Hindi ba si Vico Soto? Ano sabi ni Vico Soto? Good governance, bare minimum yun. Yun naman talaga dapat ang ginagawa ng politicians. Mga leaders, mga public servants natin. Good governance, basic shit dapat yun. Yeah. Kailangan natin, we also need good voices in the internet, right? We need people to speak up. People to remind, influential people to remind that, I want to quote what Romeo said here, na ang sumisira sa bansa natin, yung loyalty natin sa kanila over loyalty sa bayan. Nakita mo na di ba? Yung leaders natin, problematic. So, sino papalit? Ibang leader na problematic din. I'm just basically regurgitating at this point. Paulit-ulit na yung sinasabi ko. And if there's nothing more to this video, then I think we can move on. Okay? Let's move on, chat. Let's move on. I will be gone for a couple of minutes, a minute or two. Kukunin ko lang sa baba yung mga dumating na parcel. Do you want me to keep playing this while I go? I think I can, right? I'll keep playing this while I go grab the 2 parcels that arrived today. I will be right back. Good thing na spot natin yun bago magalit si TikTok. Okay, we'll be right back, chat.
Hindi siya pinalad at
I'll keep playing this. Again, babalik ako.
oras para sa bisyo. Simula noon, naging malabo sa amin ang lahat. Kaysa mag-away, bigla na lamang lumayo ang loob namin sa isa't isa. Noong 2016, kasabay ng kampanya ni dating Pangulong Duterte laban sa droga. Lumabas ang pangalan ni Bongbong sa listahan. Nakasama siya sa listahan ng mga celebrities, mga artista, Maricel Soriano at iba pa. Masinsinan kong kinausap si Pangulong Rodi. Halos manikluhod ako. Sinabi ko ayon sa kapulisan, dapat unahin, pusigin ang mga pusher at saka na lamang sagipin ang mga user. Naligtas si Bongbong. Labis ang takot ko at pag-aalala. Kinausap ko siya at nagsabi siyang talagang siya ay nagbabago na. Muli at lagi, hindi ako nawalan ng pag-asa. Ako'y naniwala ulit. Mula noon, ang natatanggap ko na lang na balita tungkol sa kapatid ko ay regular na magpapadoktor. Kaya kumahan pa naman ako. Inisip
What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? At the end of the day, it's my loyalty is to Robito Sin. Alright, chat, let's do this. So that was a good warm-up to what we're about to do now. Chat, I have a bunch of the decors he sent me. Let me try to hold them all up to see, for you to see kung gaano karaming dumating sa akin na packages. This is essentially the entirety of what you asked me to order to decorate our stream room, except for 2 things. Okay, and I'll tell you in just a bit what those are. Okay, so these are all the things that you asked me to buy across the board, from the the orange app to the blue app. Ito yung lahat ng Christmas decors that you asked me to buy, and I think they're all here. We will unbox them one at a time, and then you will help me decide kung saan natin siya ilalagay sa stream room, and so that by the end of our stream, ready na tayo for Christmas. Alright, let's get this started. Okay, Romeo. Let's start with this one first. What is this? I really don't know. Pero ito yung listahan natin. Let me pull up the list. Boom. So, I've purchased all of these already. Ito ang official list natin. Let's see. All of the ones with a check are officially purchased. Yung mga may X, either hindi ko mahanap, or such as with the case with Pau, na prioritize yung order ni Mock as with Pau's instruction. And then, itong isang X kay Romeo, hindi siya natuloy, if I'm not mistaken, kasi ewan ko, di lang siya natuloy. Itong 2 items na to, yung pending pa rin, because quite honestly, I forgot to order them. So, we should reserve a few spots on the wall for our Mariah Carey and our Jose Marie Chan photo, although I already have those photos with me as well. Okay, let's start with the first one. Not that. Not that. Not that. Let's start with the first package. I don't know what this is. Let me get the scissors. Okay, buksan natin to. First up, chat, we got lahat to, by the way, kayo ang nag-suggest. What is this? Oh! I think this is the one by... This is the Climbing Santa. Tama ba? Climbing Santa. There you go. Ito ay sinuggest ni LJ. You have the Climbing Santa over here. This is what it looks like. My God! Parang na-hostage si Santa. You wanna unbox everything and then display? Or display first? Unbox, display, unbox, display. What you wanna do? Unbox, display, or unbox everything first? I feel like we should unbox everything first para meron tayong idea. My God, Santa! Okay, the bell is out. May bell na kasama to. Ayan na. I'm setting you free, Santa. If it's a climbing Santa, then it should be climbing the beads, right? Saan nilalagay ito? Sige. Let's unbox everything then. All at once. So, may idea rin tayo kung saan natin isasabit tong mga to. What the... It doesn't come with instructions. Just this, essentially. How do you tie these two things together? Okay, try natin i-on na to see kung anong ginagawa ni Santa kapag in-on. No batteries! Chat, this thing comes with no batteries. And it requires 3. It requires 3. Dapat tinatali yung ends. So, basically ganito. Alright, we'll have to figure out the battery thing in a bit. I don't think I have double A's. Okay, next up. Oo naman, it will be a shipping hazard. You're right there, Levi. Hindi dapat itali. Hindi siya dapat tinatali. Okay, what's next? What's this? Okay, this is not mine. Okay, so lahat ng kalat dyan ko lalagay dito. Next up, what is this? Yeah, no battery included kasi tama nga naman, di ba? Tama nga naman, kung may battery, what will end up happening is hazard siya. Pero sometimes they ship it out. I feel like it's more of an expense thing. Okay, we have the tassel here. Ang nag-suggest nito, wait. LJ with the climbing Santa. Shipped. Confirmed. Tatanggalin na natin to. Yan. Okay. Not shipped. Lagyan natin dito sa baba. And then, we now have the tassel na sinuggest. No, the tinsel, not the tassel ni Lirio. Okay, we have the tinsel over here. Pretty basic, pretty basic. Let me buklatin ko para alam natin lahat kung ano yung itsura niya. Ito siya. Now, how do we unravel it? That's the question. There you go. I got one part out. Okay. Okay. So far, high quality siya. Hindi siya nagbe-break apart. Hey! Alright, chat. Okay, we have the tinsel over here. Ganda niya on camera, oh. Lakas fresh. Look at that. Okay, so we have the tinsels here. Now wear it. Baka mangati tayo, ah. Pag nangati, tanggalin ko. Alright, next up. What is this? Bro! Look at this! We spent how much for this? Ito pinadala to ni Biels. Snow na decor. Snowman decor. Bro! Come on, man! We're redirecting people to make purchases outside. Hold on, I want to appeal that. Hold on. Wait, how do we appeal? What happened to us? Appeal. There you go. Appeal. Okay. It is tiny. Put it on the mic. That's not a bad idea. Magkano ginastos natin dito? Look at that. Pwede natin siya i-tape dito, no? Ay, cute! Tama! Pwede natin siya i-tape dito. Yeah, mic decor. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Pero that is a good idea. Look, oh. It's pretty cute, right? I just don't know how we're gonna stick it. So I think that's one thing we're gonna have to think about in a bit, chat. Paano na natin ididikit yung this guy? Double-sided? Kailangan mas matibay sa... Pwedeng ganyan, no? Kailangan mas matibay na onti sa double-sided, eh. But it would be cute kung dito siya nakatambay. Diba? Saktong Christmas lang talaga. Takit? Pwede. I like where this is going. Alright. Tabi rin natin to. Let's open the next one. Ako'y nakakatihan sa leeg mo. Gosh. Okay. Next. Okay, so the snowman is here. What could this be? Yeah, hindi pwede glue gun. Oh! What? Ang liit din! Christmas tree! Ito yung Christmas tree na in-order ni Office Ninja. The rustic Christmas tree. You ready, chat? Why do they make it seem so large sa mga photographs? And then they kind of deceive you with perspective because chances are nobody ever really reads the dimensions, right? Pero eto siya. At least we have this. Super minimalist. Pwede natin isabit pa rin. Chat, I think umabot yata ito ng 300. But hey, there you go. Christmas tree. Christmas tree. Yeah, that's true. Lesson learned. Read the dimensions. O, diba? We can place this somewhere. Put it down for now. Yes, sir. Okay, next up. Okay, I don't know what this is. Let's see what it is. All right. Oh, this one is the manger that June suggested. All right, manger na sinuggest ni June. And ito ang itsura niya. This one is not bad actually. It's also pretty simple. It does have a chain. And it looks like this. I mean, not bad. Is it see-through? Yeah, we can shine a light behind this. What's on my neck? It's a tinsel. In order ni Lirio. So we have the manger here. It does come with a chain. I feel like we could put this one in front of the Benny fam. Right? Because if it's in front of the Benny fam, yung ilaw ng Benny fam will shine through the manger. Okay? So I will put this on the side. Wait, is this sino ulit si Milky Way Rocker? Milky Way Rocker, make yourself be known. Sobrang unfamiliar ako sa username, but I know who you are. I know who you are. Okay, next item. Ryan, there you go. What is this? Carnival Gnome banner. This is the banner that BL's ordered. The banner that BL's ordered looks a little something. Oh, wow. I like it. Pwede natin to isabit sa likod. Pwede natin to isabit sa likod, chat. But basically, it's a banner. Think of it like, ano yung mga banderitas? And I like it that it comes in a variety of different designs that we can alternate. We have the Merry Christmas with Santa this time. Ito naman with Rudolph. And then with the snowman. It comes with a little ribbon. So we can put everything together. Likely, sa likod yan nakasabit. We move on. We move on to this one. What is this? Oh, not ours. Move on. What is this? Flash Express? Next item that we have here. Is this ours? Yes, it is! Ito ay in-order ni Biels. Ito yung ating LED Christmas decor. And the LED Christmas decor looks like this. Does it come with batteries? Only one way to find out. I think it does. Wait. Yan. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Baka ito pa yung pwede natin isabit eh. Oh. O, diba? Sabit natin siya dito. Parang parol. A little too large though. Okay. Put this aside. Okay, what is this? Let's see what this is. Daming package nito ah. Oh, it's a plastic. What's inside? Okay, not ours again. Okay, and I think this is the last, which goes to show that itong Christmas lights meron tayo. The Carnival Gnome, it can only be one of these. It's either the Santa parachute that Mio sent, the Carnival Gnome that Mock wants, or the Mean Girls Christmas costume from Ephemeros. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's the Santa parachute that Mio wanted. Eto na siya. Let's open it up. Same vibes as the Santa climbing. This time Santa with a parachute. Help! Help, Santa! Help! What if we hang Santa like this? Diba? What if, chat? What if? Does it come with batteries? Let's see. It's a little heavy. It might actually. No batteries. AA. Oh, sorry. May napindot ako. AA batteries. What do you think? What do you think? Hindi ko nabuklatin to, no? Like, naka-zip tie kasi si Santa, oh. Naka-zip tie si Santa sa rings. And I do have a silly thought of just leaving Santa like this. Okay? Alright, chat. Let's make some decisions now. I think first up, ayoko na. Kumakati na at napapawisan na ako. Okay, first up, we have to decide the Christmas lights. Where are they going, chat? These are last year's Christmas lights that I feel like, because it's also one of the biggest items that we will be displaying, ito ang kailangan na isa sa mga mauuna. So these are dropping Christmas lights. They look like this, chat. Let's see if I could show you what it looks like. Ito itsura niya. So let's go to an older TikTok. One from last year para makita natin. Gosh. Okay, nasa summer na yata tayo. Nasa Valentine's na tayo. There! Ito yung itsura ng mga Christmas lights. We made an infographic. There. Ito yung itsura ng Christmas lights. You think we should hang them like that also? Just at the back? Or do you have any other creative thoughts? Because what I do have in mind is isasabit ko lang to. Just like before, at the back. G? Ang haba pala nito. Okay. Ano, G, sabit ko na lang to sa likod. I think I'm just gonna tack it. Itatak it ko lang to. Just make sure that the tackets are not seen at where the frame cuts off. Yeah, mukhang sa likod na to. This will require some work. So, for now, let's put this to the side. Actually, let's do it the opposite. Let's do smallest item first until we get to the large ones. So, that being said, the smallest item is obviously the one that BLs wanted. This guy. So, chat, the question is, where do we put this guy? What's up, Kian? Dito? Dito? It has to be kind of obvious, right? Na parang out of the blue siya, ganyan. Right? Okay, I have a tacket right here. Okay. Done. I think that this guy is gonna hang around here for quite some time. Okay to? G, final? Or do you want it at a less intrusive spot? Like maybe here. Pwede rin natin siyang dikitan from the back. and place him here instead. Okay, chat. Again, option 1. Option 1, medyo stand out siya. Right? So the tacket is at the bottom and then dito natin siya ididikit. So it's obviously there. Some people might like the idea na may nakaprotrude lang na snowman. Some people might not. Or do you want it to be a little bit more integrated into the mic? Pwede natin siya ilagay dito. Option 1 or option 2? Mas nakalitaw or mas integrated? I think Biels can also help decide kasi kay Biels to. There. Option 1 or option 2? 1, medyo mas nakalitaw. Alright. Alright then. I got you. GG1? Okay. Ayan siya. Mas, hey! Merry Christmas! I'm right here. Yeah. Kind of feel though that there's too much going on, Chad. Can I veto this? I feel like there's too much going on in the frame. You know what? For now, this will do. If in the future we decide to move it here, I will consult you again. Okay? For now, dito muna siya. We move on to the next item. So, the manger, I had the idea of putting in front of the Benny Fam light. Let's see if magkakaroon siya ng effect. So, let's turn on the Benny Fam light at the back. And then, ideally, if we place this in front of the Benny Fam light, it will be illuminated from the back. I mean, it did get illuminated, but I'm not quite sure it still looks like a manger. It's just there. What do you think? Ayun siya, ayun lang siya sa likod eh. Would there be a better spot for it though? Dito, try natin lagay sa taas. How about now? Wala rin eh. I feel like okay na to. Okay na si Manger dito sa baba. Alright, it's a little festive still. If you know, you know. Kasi merong nagbe-blur yung likod eh. Nagbe-blur yung background natin. So, it will definitely be less identifiable over there. It's now the Benny Manger. Exactly. Let's go. Benny Manger. If you know, you know. Alright, let's keep it that way. Okay, next item. Alright, chat. Where do you want our Christmas tree? Yo, what's up, Nix? Welcome. Where do you want our Christmas tree? I have a bunch of tackets here ready to be utilized. Saan natin ilalagay ito? Bagay sa blue background. Where at? Where at? Oh, you're right, Biels. Actually, try natin yung sinabi ni Biels, ah. Nawala din. Hey, what's up, Alex? What do you think, chat? Tanggalin lang natin yung mga medal. Ayan. And And yo, what's up, Mok? What do you think, chat? And then the other suggestion here. Wait. No. Hindi rin. Alright, suggestion ni Barnes sa may calendar daw. At least with this one, it's the Benny FAM, yung A, yung tinatakpan ng manger. So it kind of still looks like an A. Yeah. Right, Mio? Okay, I have more tackets here. Temporarily, what do you think of this position? Ayan, temporary spot. What do you think, chat? What do you think? It's a G? G. Any other suggestions too? We'll take them. Oh, what about here? Bare yung upper right ng room. What do you think about this one, though? What do you think about this one? Sa ibabaw ng light stick. Okay, kasi si Barnes din yung nag-suggest sa may sa may calendar. Isakto mo naman. Sorry. Okay, it's a yes for me. Alright, I got it. Let me just fix it. It looks especially good on TikTok, by the way. Hindi pa rin sakto sa TikTok. Wait lang. What? Wow, it's so malleable. Ayan. Sorry na. What do you think now, chat? Hindi pa rin pantay. Hindi pa rin pantay. Good. Ayan. Ayan. I think we got it. 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 It's good now. It's good now, right? Yun. Ang ganda. Medyo ang cheesy nung effect na it's Christmas. Pero minimalist. Di ba? Alright. Okay, next item, chat. Next item. Medyo slightly off-center. You know, to be fair, in real life, medyo nasa right na siya nung stick. But because the camera's perspective is at the center, I think it kind of warps the dimensions of the room or the appearance of the room. Kaya end up nagmumukhang ano siya, mas nasa gitna kahit pa paano. But, yeah. Okay. Next item. Where do we put this, dude? I mean, I think sira nga rin to, chat. I think it's also busted. Look, oh, napigdas. It's supposed to hang like this. Sa kahoy. Sa kanto ng shelf. Pero parang napigtas siya. I like how you think, Teddy. Sa kahoy. Try natin, ha. Paano ko to ipapagdikit ulit? Or ganito talaga dapat siya, no? Feeling ko hindi siya pinapagdikit, no? Ganito talaga dapat siya. Because he's climbing the thing. Yeah, ito yung sinasabi ni Mio kanina. Not sure but near the door. Oh, we still have a couple more. Couple more stuff. May parol pa tayo, chat, ha? Don't forget. May parol pa tayong isasabit. Takit sa kisame. Hindi aabot. Mataas yung kisame. Where do we put this guy, chat? And also, why would they give this and a bell? Right? What? How? Anybody smart out there? Why did it come with a bell? And why did it come with a hook? How is it supposed to look like? Baka pwede natin makita sa purchase. How are we supposed to hang this guy? If it only comes with a hook and a bell. There has to be a way. Wait, sinisilip ko yung purchase history ko para masilip ko yung mismong product to receive. Teka. Wala dito. Nasa kabilang platform. Patingin clearly ng hook. Eto siya. That's the hook. Teka, login din tayo dito. Oh, no. My bad. I think it's here. Or not. Wala. Just logging in over here in the Blue app. para makita natin what it's supposed to look like. There you go. Found it. I found it. It's supposed to look like, really quickly, this. Okay. But I don't see actual photos. Bro, come on. Show us where it's hanging from. Yun! Alright. Okay, I get it now. It's supposed to use the twine that it comes with. Yan, dapat ganito siya. Sa dulo yung bell. Sa ilalim, no? And then yung gold na twine kanina, di ba nakapalupot si Santang ganun? I found it! Okay. Santa akyat bahay mismo. Okay. Let's just wrap this. Okay, there you go. Pero may missing beads sa gitna. I don't know how Santa's gonna manage there. Pero parang dito meron din eh, oh. Look at that. May part din na yun. Okay, now where do we hang this, chat? There, you happy with Santa being there? Natatakpan lang ng chat. Good. Good. Perfect. Alright. Mock did bring up that the upper left quadrant and the left side is still a little bare. Okay, where do we hang Santa Gymnast? Any ideas where you want to hang it? Sa gitna? I don't know where though. I don't know where in the middle. And if sa pader natin ilalagay itong si Santa, saan? Papaano rather? Papaano? Walang sabitan eh. Ito, pwede ba dito? Pwede kong tanggalin si headphones? Tapos ayan. Natakpan si Manger. Walang sabitan eh. Low-key, parang gusto ko siyang isabit sa what's that sprinkler, sa water sprinkler. May water sprinkler dito eh. What do you think, chat? Mok, papatayin na ako nung landlady ko. Kapag 3M hooks, kapag tinanggal mo yung 3M hooks, mabubunot yun. Mabubunot pati yung pintura. Overcrowded na yung stante. I mean, we can remove temporarily itong mga naka-display dito. Sina Hello Kitty, si Bakat, pwede natin tanggalin. Tama si Levi eh. Medyo safety hazard yun eh kung sinabit natin si Santa sa sprinkler. Ayan, better? Nag-improve ba? Yan. Any better, chat? Ay, tanggalin natin si Hello Kitty. Ayan. Meron tayong LED dito. Pwede natin to ilagay. Boom. Tanggalin natin lahat ng kalat na to na nasa middle rack. Ayan. What do you think, chat? What do you think? It's not giving, you know? Is that any better? Now, don't worry. We have bigger decors. There. Wala kasing sabitan sa calendar eh. Nakatakit lang yung calendar. Where do we even use this? How do we even use it? Alam ko na, imbis na yung Benny fam, baka ito muna dapat yung umiilaw. Too large for the shelf. The middle? Doon? Magiging halo mo yan pag nakaupo. Okay, I'll figure it out. If you want it to be in the middle, gagawa natin ng paraan. Right now, I'm just gonna have a hard time finalizing it. Kasi socket-wise, I'm gonna have to reorganize our sockets here. But we can move on to something first. Something na hindi kailangan ng socket. How about this, chat? How are we gonna work on this? Because obviously, itong banderitas will be across. And then we will also be placing Christmas lights, right? Which will be a lot of work, honestly. Maganda siya kapag nakasaksak actually, Teddy. It's a very good mini parol. The only question is if we hang this across, we're also gonna need to hang the Christmas lights across. That's my other concern. I'm thinking. Pwede ba to ihang ng patayo? I don't think so, right? Because the holes are on the sides. Okay, so hindi rin pwede yun. I think for the parol, it might be best if tama sa gitna siya. Parol might be best kung nasa gitna siya. Tsaka na natin problemahin yung saksakan. This can be across. Christmas lights across. Saksakan ulit yung magiging problema ko. Okay, last item then. Those things I'm gonna have to do off stream. How about the tinsel? I have half a mind to do something like this. What do you think of this? No. It's not working. Sa mic? Like paliputin, ganon? Like you want it to be super fine like that? Or broad? Or wide coils? Ganyan? Iikot sa mic? It has to be tighter, right? Let's make it tighter. Tighter, tighter. Tighter because wala na kayo makikita sa stream room. Because of... There. Is this fine? Itutuloy ko na to. It has to be tighter. Okay, itutuloy ko na to. Do you want to leave gaps or no gaps? Like, you want to see black every now and then, or you want it like that? All stuck together. Let me know, chat. Gaps? Okay, with gaps. Wait. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, chat. I'm just not the person who's best equipped to handle it, but I'm trying. There! I think we got it! Is it good? Tight with gaps. Or tighter. Is there a way to still make this better? Okay, sige. Let me lock it in. And now we are bedazzled. Okay. Okay, now it looking like this right now, chat. My next question to you is, do we maintain snowman over here or ididikit na natin siya dito? Okay, again, option 1. Snowman na lumilitaw lang dyan. Option 2. Option 2, dito siya. Snowman daw dyan. Alright, so Mio votes option 1. Option 2, we need more votes. Option 2, snowman remains over here. Or option 1, kinda looks a little too busy already. Kinda looks too busy kung meron na nga tayong tinsel dito. Tapos, meron pang naka-protrude dyan, no? Okay, so we will put what we call snowy. Snowy. Oh, ayan. Wait, there. Para mas kita siya on stream. Yun. Okay. Got you, chat. Okay. So now we only have the banderitas, the parol, and the Christmas lights to worry about. Ako na bahala doon tomorrow. When you come in the stream, I can assure you, naka-set up na lahat. I just need a bit more time outside of the stream para ma-set up because I'm gonna need some chairs. I'm gonna tutungtung tayo. We're gonna have to rearrange some sockets. And there is a chance itong Benny fam na to and si On Air i-move muna natin siguro. Let's see because these things are almost fixed, hard fixed already. Mga naka ano na 'to eh, mga naka zip tie. Mga naka zip tie na 'to eh. So we will see how we will be fixing everything. But at least I know. What if dyan si Parol? Kay speed limit 69. Dito si Parol. Pero sabi nyo masyado nang busy. By the way, si Buto, si Boner, parating pa lang yung kanyang Santa Claus outfit. Teka, check ko kung nasaan ha. Sana na-ship na. To ship. Oh no! It's still... to ship pa rin si Carnival Gnome. Carnival Gnome is to be shipped. And then, itong si Santa outfit, November 19 to 22 yung dating. Okay? I think that's pretty much it for now, right? Maybe a little refining here para mas mukha siyang even and balanced. But that will evolve over time for sure. Ma-adjust natin yan. Now, I do want to take a quick moment to talk about Pitaka. So, title of the stream also includes Pitaka sending me something. Now, I'm not sure if you know Pitaka already, chat, but I have talked about them quite a few times before. The owner of Pitaka is a YouTuber. Filipino YouTuber siya. Hold on, let me open everything here. Yeah, the owner is this dude. The owner of the official distributor of Pitaka is this YouTuber. Is it a wallet brand? You will see in a bit, Levy. So his name is Marion and he's so cool. Sobrang pure ng relationship namin because it is creator to creator. And I love telling this story. Because, you know Marion mo? Or are you trolling? I love telling this story because the way it went is one day, I stumbled upon one of Marion's videos. Okay? Just stumbled upon it randomly. If I'm not mistaken, it was the iPhone 14. iPhone 14 Pro, the different variants across the globe and what will work if you buy this variant from this country in the Philippines. Random video that I needed to watch. I mean, not a random video, pero I was looking to buy an iPhone outside of the country and I wanted to see if it was gonna work here in the Philippines. Okay? So I stumbled upon Marion's page and I just messaged him on Instagram. Sabi ko, hey bro, I saw your video about the iPhone 14. I'm looking for an iPhone 15 now. Do you think what you said in the iPhone 14 video still holds true today? And then he replies, and then the rest is history because we sustained that relationship by just randomly replying to each other's stories, lalo na pagdating sa tech because Marion is a tech creator. Now, randomly, because he knows that I did buy an iPhone. I think it was a 16, honestly. 16 or 15. I think it was 16. Let's just keep it simple. The iPhone 16. He knows I was buying the iPhone 16 and he also happens to carry this brand. Or he owns this brand rather. Mavis Goods PH. Mavis Goods PH is the official distributor of these brands. Pitaka, Mujo, and Tiny Owl. Now, Pitaka is the brand that we're going to be talking about today. And if you go to their website, you will be able to see a closer look of what Pitaka is. Pitaka is essentially an iPhone accessory case. Okay, maybe they sell more than just that. Let's check out Pitaka itself. If you go to the Pitaka website, I know them to be selling mga iPhone cases. Yan, iPhone cases galore. iPhone accessories, MagSafe accessories. And so, one day, with the iPhone 16, sabi ni Marion sa akin, padalhan kita. And he literally just says that, padalhan kita. No ask, no telling me to post about it. He just says, padalhan kita. And I think that's super cool when creators just nudge other creators and just help each other out. And then spontaneously, yung tulungan or yung support for one another just happens. And with a cool dude like Marion, when he sent me the iPhone 16 cases, natuwa ako. I wanted to talk about it all the more. And so I have the iPhone 16 Pro cases with me right now. Actually, just one. This is the Pitaka iPhone 16 case that he sent me. Ultra slim, pero ang ganda ng design. May texture sa likod. If you look there, actually, I hope you get to see the texture. Pero may texture siya. Okay? So he sent me the iPhone 16 Pro last year. It does say Pitaka. I would say that it is rather minimalist. Maliit lang naman yung text and it looks cool. Okay? Pitaka. I got the iPhone 17 Pro. And when Marion found out that I did get the iPhone 17 Pro because nag-uusap din kami ni Marion na, uy, kukuha ka ba ng phone this year? Anong variant kukunin mo? And what are you looking forward to? Is it worth it? Are you looking at the iPhone Air? Eventually, I settled on the iPhone 17 Pro. And he did say that, sige, padalhan uli kita. But this time, he leveled it up just a little bit more. Instead of sending me itong ultra slim case na ginagamit ko lang pamporma. Take note, I don't use this all the time. Because I want to be honest with you and say that for a phone case, for my daily driver, this is just a little too thin. It is protective, right? That's what they're saying. If you go to their website and then you go to if you go to Pitaka over here and you go to their variants, let's go to the iPhone 16, right? Phone cases, iPhone 16 Pro. And if you go to the iPhone 16 Pro cases, essentially you're going to see three kinds of cases. You're going to see the Ultra Slim, you're going to see the Pro Guard, and you're going to see the Ultra Guard. Itong tatlo. Ultra Slim, Ultra Guard, and Pro Guard. Right? And from thinness to thickness comes with their protection capacities also. So ito yung dumating sa akin. Pinadala niya for the 16. Pero this time sabi niya, you know what bro? Ayoko na yung ginagamit mong case pamporma lang. Because again, I just use this every time I go out. Para naman stylish, maganda tingnan, and it's very aesthetic. Right? Sabi niya, gusto ko pati yung daily driver mo na phone case. Because this is what I use for my daily driver. What I use for my daily driver is this hella thick case. Right? And I need a thick case for my daily driver because I go to the gym. I manhandle my phone a lot. I use it for content. I use it for my work. And I basically bring it out all the time. And so the chances of me dropping it are much, much higher than I would say your average user. Kaya yung binibili ko normally or yung inaasahan kong phone case, yung mga makakapal. Marion said, ayoko nga, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, ayoko na pamporma mo lang yung Pitaka. Gusto ko, bukod sa pamporma mo, daily driver mo na rin siya. So, what Marion did was to hook me up with the Pro Guard case and the Ultra Slim case. I have them here right now. I test drove the Pro Guard case today. And so, this is my phone. Okay, ito yung phone ko. And ito yung Pro Guard ng iPhone 17. Let me just go to the actual. There you go. Loading. Itong iPhone 17 na Pro Guard case is the one in black/twill. Let's just try to find it. There you go. Black or gray twill na Pro Guard. Boom. Pitaka. There you go. So yan yung pinadala sa akin ni Marion. And I have it on and I've been using it the entire day. I love it, chat. I'm not just saying this because we're sponsored with these cases, but I'm also saying it for real. This is the second year in a row na Pitaka pa rin yung gamit ko. And I'm very happy. I have been happy with the brand. And it's one of those brands that when they send you a product, ikaw pa yung nagiging advocate ng product mismo kasi maganda talaga siya. So ito yung Pro Guard. Ito yung Ultra Guard. Sorry, the Pro Guard, which is the thickest variant. And it is now my daily driver. Ang ganda rin na may texture sa likod because it allows me to grip the phone much more. Okay? Alright. If you look at it that way. If you see, may rise siya sa camera bump para protected din yung edges. Same with the four corners of the phone itself. Alright? Before I move on to the thinner guards and the special accessory that Marian also included in this little gift, I wanna prove to you that Pitaka is actually a good brand. So I stumbled upon this Reddit thread that's just 2 months old, and it's literally on the iPhone subreddit. Not iPhone PH, not iPhone some country, the iPhone subreddit mismo. So it's a pretty big subreddit. And basically, somebody asks, just discovered this brand and was wondering if Pitaka is any good with you. People answer. And ito yung mga sinabi nila. I've been using this since the iPhone 10. They're on the pricey side but are also top quality. No complaints. I've used them on and off for the last 5 years. They are neat. If you're looking for the closest thing to holding your phone caseless, this is the case. I think they're good. Only minor issue I had with my old case was that it was a pain in the butt to take it off sometimes. Expensive but well worth it if you want the slimmest case that looks good. I've been using Pitaka cases on my iPhone for years now. Pitaka, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, is a Hong Kong brand. Pitaka, of course, is a familiar word to us because Pitaka is an acquired Spanish word that also means wallet for us. But Pitaka, kung di ako nagkakamali, Hong Kong brand siya. Let's see, Pitaka. I like this aramid phone case that they have. Basically weaves siya. I don't know, man. If I remember correctly, Hong Kong brand do. Yeah, nothing here so far. But okay, that's that. And it is available on Shopee. If you go to the website of mavisgoods.com, yung official distributor ng 3 brands na to, yung Pitaka, Mujo, and Tiny Owl, you might struggle to find the other 2 brands because I tried looking for them, hindi ko mahanap. I did end up finding Pitaka on Shopee. So they're still there. Punta na lang kayo kung gusto niyo pumunta dun because I cannot show you or flash you the Pitaka merchant page. Ito yung ibang 2 items na pinadala sa akin ni Marion. Marion also sent me the Pitaka in black twill, but this time chat in the ultra. I like the jokes. Oh my guard, tsaka manong guard. This time pinadala niya sa akin same black case. All right, there you go, same black case except this time ultra thin naman. So ito ang gagamitin kong pamporma, ito yung pang everyday ko. So I will slap on the ultra thin onto my Pro Guard. Very easy to take off. We'll slap on the ultra thin. And there you have it. Now, the interesting thing here is that there is a camera control button. If you're familiar with the iPhone 16 and 17, meron siyang camera control button and it is covered here in the ultra slim case. The cool thing about it is that it is very much compatible. Even with the soft touch, there you go, see how I could manipulate. Even with the soft touch, umaandar pa rin siya despite the side or the button being covered. Okay? Now, the last thing I did not unbox kasi ito yung gusto kong i-unbox in the stream. The last thing, I bring this out, diba? Sabi ko nga, diba, yung ultra slim case, pamporma siya. It's sleek. It's not too bulky, which is what I would use for my everyday. But the thing is, parang may kulang. It's black. A little too plain. I mean, of course, blue yung phone, so at least may kita nyo yun. But it's still black. It's a little too plain. Sabi ni Marion, don't worry, bro. I got you. This is my first time ever using this accessory. And I think I might actually get hooked to using it. Because if you know me, I don't like bringing a lot of stuff in my pockets. And so Marion sent me this Pitaka magnetic woven wallet na ikakabit natin, unbox natin ngayon, tapos ikakabit natin sa likod ng ating ultra slim case, making me just carry this and no wallet moving forward pag kailangan natin pumorma. Let's see. Let's open this up right now. There is some weight to it. Feeling ko malakas yung magnet nito. Alright. Opening it up. Oh, wow. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that, chat. It's woven. Oh, man. Okay. Let's take it out. Wow. Look at that. The stitching is also really great. Taray, diba? Okay, and then ikakabit na natin to sa likod. And there you go. God! Ang pogi tingnan! Huge shout out to Mavis Goods for this one. What a hookup, man. Mavis Goods. Oh my gosh, gando. And it is holding firm. You have to actually pull it with some force para matanggal. But it slaps on perfectly onto the case itself. Gosh! Anong lalagyan natin dito? GCash card? Isang GCash card, identification, and credit card. So, para pag nanakaw yung phone ko, GG na ako. Lahat ninakaw na. There you have it, chat. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Please do check them out. They not only sell iPhone cases, but several different accessories as well. A quick peek here would show that they also sell Samsung cases and Google Pixel cases. They also have tablets. iPad Pro, iPad Air, iPad Mini, and wow, they even have products for your Apple Watch. Diba? Anyway, go check them out. Again, they are on Shopee. Pitaka.ph sila on Shopee. I'll quickly flash it here para lang alam nyong legit sila. Because we don't want TikTok to kill us for flashing Shopee on the page. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom! That is run by Mavis themselves as well. Cool brand. Cool brand. Hindi Pitaka na blockchain. Oh, Mujo and Tiny Owl is also available din daw sa Shopee, sabi ni Artex. Baby Shock. Anong kulay, MJ? Alright. Let's see if this is compatible, by the way, with the Ultra Guard. Again, it's not just gonna fall off, chat. And it's just so, there's a satisfaction to slapping the MagSafe wallet onto this thing. I wonder if you could hear it. Let's see if you could hear it. Let's go. Ooh. Abot Dubai, yeah. They're an international brand. So I'm pretty sure nag-ship sila globally. Oh my god. Levy, how do you come up with these things? Old school design na ang pangalan Manong Guard. I knew it. Baby shock. Teka. Actually, now that I think about it, itong ultra thin case pa nila, yung parang mahirap tanggalin ah. It hangs onto it really tightly. Oh. Tight show. It's a lot more difficult for me to take this off compared to the Pro Guard. Why lipat bahay? Okay, balik natin si Pro Guard. By the way, if it's not obvious enough yet, MagSafe compatible ang kanilang mga case. Focus. There. Pitaka. Ano meron, MJ? Why ka nag-move? Okay? The Pitaka ito talaga yung literal na Pitaka, no? Watch it. Also, very much compatible. But this is super thick at this point. This is probably something that you're gonna do if you wanna travel light but also at the same time, di mo kailangan pamorma. Ganda. What the hell? Oh, at least! More space is always a good problem to have, right? Edgardo Versosa. Isa pa yan, Artex. Pwede. I like that one too. Oh. Who moved into who? Or ngayon na mag-live-in na kayo or that you're gonna be together, kaya kayo naghahanap ng mas malaking spot. Tama ba? Gets. Well, I'm happy for you, MJ. Kasi ito naman yung ginusto mong goals for yourself, di ba? Sa Dubai. So, yung YouTube job mo, yung Google job mo, ano na yun? Goodbye. Ano na yun? In the past na. Closed chapter na. Ikaw pa naman ang puntahan namin kapag may problema dito sa YouTube. Happy for you, MJ. New chapter talaga to sa buhay mo. Tayo kaya, chat? Mag-move out pa ba tayo? Or are we gonna end up dying here? Born in the Philippines, died in the Philippines. Are we? Sometimes I fantasize living in another country. Oh, wow. I wonder if they know that. Di nila i-disable yan. For those who missed it too, JPE passed away over the weekend. I'm sorry, almost a week ago. The after Enrile era. It's interesting, this guy's life. Not the biggest fan, but at the same time, living all the way to 101 is quite a full life. It's probably him living his life to the fullest, diba? There you go. I wonder what the comments are for this dude. Juan Ponce Enrile. Faking his death so he can reappear after a few hundred years when no one can recognize him. The memes keep coming, huh? Imagine JPE has met all seven. Whoa, no. Yeah. Because Aguinaldo lived till the 60s, right? Emilio Aguinaldo lived till the 60s. 1964. There you go. This guy lived a long life too. 94 years. Imagine all the stress that he had to go through. And he lived until 94. Sipin nyo na lang no kung bata-bata pa, kung di siya nag-stress or hindi siya dumaan sa lahat ng yun. This guy would have been like 200 years old. Crazy. Emilio Aguinaldo, naabutan pa ni JPE. He helped build martial law, helped bring it down, then went full circle backing BBM. If political survival were an Olympic sport, he'd have a lot of gold medals. Philippine politics summarized: no morals, just mileage. No permanent allies, just permanent self-interest. Yo! This is a good write-up. Yeah, nakita ko MJ. I think bagay siya. I think it was a bold move for Andrea Brillantes to do it. But at the same time, over the past couple of years, being a Tanduay girl, I think, is more on the classy side. Whereas before, I think being a Tanduay girl is a risky move. I think nowadays, if maging Tanduay girl ka, ano siya, milestone siya sa buhay ng isang aspiring, I mean, not even aspiring kasi sikat na si Andrea, di ba? But as an actress or as a celebrity, milestone achievement siya. Yeah, I mean, we had really, wasn't Julia Barreto also a Tanduay girl? Jessie Mendiola, right? Tanduay girl list. Tanduay girl. Bea Alonzo. Bea Alonzo was also a calendar girl. 2014, Heart. Heaven Peralejo, right? I wonder if there's a list. 2026 Tanduay girl, si Andrea Brillantes. Sasa girl. Look at that, 2021, Bea Alonzo. So it's very classy to be a Tanduay girl now. I like this write-up. I think this one is very... What's the word I'm looking for? I want to read this again because it's so good. It's soulless, right? Like reading this just makes you feel hopeless too. Pero ito, chat to. Imagine, JPE has met all 17 presidents from Aguinaldo to the current one. He helped build martial law, helped bring it down, then went full circle backing BBM. If political survival were an Olympic sport, he'd have lots of gold medals. Philippine politics summarized. No morals, just mileage. No permanent allies, just permanent self-interest. I keep going back to this story na binasa ko about JPE na sinulat nung teacher ko nung high school. Araling panlipunan teacher ko siya. For some of you, that would be Civica or ano pa yung ibang mga names ng araling panlipunan? Civica, Hekasi. Hekasi, right? Hekasi, araling panlipunan, Civica. It's different for each of our it's different depending on school, right? But anyway, I remember the write-up that my teacher wrote. Sinabi niya, one would think, right, how much influence and experience Enrile has in politics. In that he shaped Philippine politics, if you really want to think about it. Him being in influential positions throughout his entire career, if not most of his career, shows you just how much, I'm looking for another word, just goes to show how much influence talaga yung word just how much influence he has in our history. But at the same time, di ba? Shaped it. There you go. Just goes to show how much he shaped our Philippine history kasi sobrang dami niya experience, sobrang dami niyang knowledge. But at the same time, if sobrang dami niyang experience and knowledge and that he's always put in a position to make very big decisions, bakit andito pa rin tayo? Is it that he's so great at his job that parati siyang nasa posisyon? Or is he so great at his job that that's why he's in position and that's why andito pa rin tayo hanggang ngayon? I don't think I've seen somebody in power na sobrang mixed reviews yung feedback sa kanya. Shaped it for the worst. I'm not gonna disagree with Levy here. Pero grabe rin, no? Wait, you know what? I wanna go find it. I feel like I'll be able to find it. Friends pa naman kami nung teacher ko na yun eh. Unless he took me out from his friends list. Yep, we're still friends. What? He unfriended me! Ano, ibang tao pala to. There you go. Yes, sir. We're still friends. Let's see kung makahanap ko siya. He posted about this so long ago. So long ago. Kasi sobrang celebrated, 'di ba, si Enrile pagdating sa longevity niya. Wala eh. Ponce Enrile. Juan Ponce Enrile. Wala. I think he took down the post or I just can't find it anymore. Yeah, but basically that's that, man. This dude. Yeah, he's not celebrated. Meme lang siya for his longevity. If ever magka-people pa. Oh, yeah, that's true, LJ. Yeah, very good politician, if anything. The self-interest nga lang lahat. I agree. I don't think there's any other way you can describe it, huh? He was born in Gonzaga. Look at that, chat. One of the longest serving politicians in history and one of the only few to reach the age of 100. Ponce Enrile. Look at that, chat. Pati pala tatay niya Ponce Enrile yung family name. What's up? I feel like Ponce Enrile is a very big family. Huh? Do we know anything about the Ponce Enrile clan? Look at that. Enrile, decades of power, controversy, and political reinvention. Ugh. Inantayin niya lang yun. Sabi nga ano iba, inantayin niya lang daw magka 100K siya. Alright, let's get more Reddit threads, chat. The INC rally. Okay, let's look at something less political. We've been talking about politics since the start of this stream. By the way, chat, very, very interesting. Last about politics, and then let's look at casual PH. Very, very interesting to see the two ways one of the latest TikToks that I put out got received. On TikTok, okay, this is a TikTok I want to talk about. The specific TikTok I want to talk about is the one where Lenny was cleaning the streets. Ito. There you go. Really believe that she's trying to do something good here. What's the point? Okay, really quickly. I don't like this one. Really quickly, I want to show you the video and then I'll talk about it kasi sobrang na-fascinate ako sa reception ng video na to on two different platforms. Photo chat. What is the mayor doing out? I don't like this photo chat. What is the mayor doing out here? Much as I love Lenny and genuinely believe that she's trying to do something good here, what's the point? The Mayor Lenny Robredo was seen joining the clearing operations in Naga City. Maybe she really has nothing else to do. Maybe Lenny is so great at what she does, wala na talaga siyang pwedeng gawin at this minute and sweeping is the best that she can do. This screams Mar Rojas, exactly. You can't beat this, baby. What if nagwalis lang talaga siya and di naman niya ina-expect na may magpipicture sa kanya? Yun na nga eh. That's what I think so too. Lenny does not seem the type to be inauthentic. Of course, anti-Lenny will think this is a photo op, but if you have a working brain cells to be clearly neutral and objective, you will see that the message of this is about consistency. And that's a respectable trait. Way before, Lenny always wanted to be on ground zero, consistency. I guess that's it, right? If may doubts kayo dito, that's fair. Pero tingnan mo na lang yung consistency. The amount of times throughout the decades or the years that we've seen Lenny in a similar position. And then we can make our armchair expert analysis. Okay, so it's a fair take, I would say. Because I begin by saying that the photo looks iffy. And then I go on to hearing from chat saying na oo nga, parang Lenny naman, di naman siya yung type na magpa-photo op ng ganito. And that at the same time, decades of public service and consistency show that Lenny is actually an authentic individual. So the way TikTok received it is exactly that, right? They are marami. I don't like this. I don't like this whole. They definitely engaged with the conversation. I don't like this. They definitely engaged with the conversation and talagang may dialogue sa chat, right? Especially mga top chats, nobody was hostile. But then the interesting thing here, chat, is if you look at Instagram, I post the same video. I post it one day later, And in this video, and the comment section, ibang-iba yung review. Very hostile yung mga tao dito. Look at that. I don't understand the hate. It's screaming insecure. And then there you go. People getting mad that true na sad ako. Thinking of hitting the unfollow button. May makontent lang. And in my head, I'm like, why is it so different? Normally, between my Instagram and TikTok comments, Instagram yung mga mas level-headed. And then TikTok, because it's dominated by a younger demographic, dito mas volatile yung comments. But for the first time in a long time, nagbaliktad. Dito sa Instagram, yung mas maraming hate comments. Hashtag unfollowed. So I'm confused why there's more hostility here. But at the same time, maayos naman yung video eh. Diba? I wonder if, right? Because admittedly, I needed to make a good hook by making this the hook, right? I don't like this photo chat. What is the mayor doing out here? Diba? Medyo pang-pahook yung first few seconds, and then eventually I show that I've learned at around this part, right? The 31-second mark. I wonder if people here even made it to the 31-second mark. Does it say? Hindi nakalagay eh. Because if on average, people here on Instagram did not make it to the 30-second mark, then they wouldn't have seen the storytelling wherein nag-iba yung perspective ko. Tapos hanggang 30 seconds lang, and then nag-comment na sila. Some are so... may isa pang nag-comment dito eh. I don't wanna expose the name anymore. Pero sa sobrang wild nung mental gymnastics, sinabi niya rin sa akin na, hindi, alam ko ginagawa mo. Gusto mo lang asarin yung mga Lenny, tapos kunwari on their side ka. I see what you did there. Di mo ako maloloko. I know that you're just trying to bait the Lenny supporters para magalit sila, and then you're gonna pretend like you're siding with them. What? Bro, come on. Anyway, just a fascination, really. I don't want to throw shade on anybody. It's just the first time. Again, Instagram normally, yung mga mas maaayos na comments na napapansin ko, MJ. Hindi. I mean, are these Lenny trolls then? Because these are diehard Lenny supporters, if anything. Anyway, let's move on. You want to see something funny but a little discriminatory? Press 1. Press 1 if you want to see something funny but a little discriminatory. And I won't comment on it. Hanggang dito lang tayo. Oh my God, ang daming one ni LJ. Okay, I saw this. I hear that this meme was posted on different subreddits as well. And tinitake down yung posts na to. I think tinanggal siya sa... May mga... Hindi ko na maalala eh. But it was posted on subreddits where a lot of Americans and AFAMs would hang out in. Aray, tinawaran ako, sabi ni MJ. Pero, ibig sabihin lang nito, MJ, weakness ka talaga. Every AFAM's weakness. Let's go. I read this thread. I think this was taken down on other subreddits. I just don't remember which. And then that became an issue in itself. Ito, sa Philippine expats. Tinanggal yata siya. Alright, what else is here? Malaman at morena. I mean, I think, you know how... And I'll put this really loosely, okay? Because I don't want to discriminate or hate on anybody's appearance. But you know how sometimes we have Caucasians or foreigners really finding somebody beautiful here in the Philippines. Tapos tayong lahat, huh? Nagagandahan ka dyan? Di ba? Parang lahat tayo, what? Talag sure ka ba, Mr. Foreigner? Okay, I mean, let's not lie. We've all been there. We've all done that. But at the same time, ganun din naman tayo eh. We find the Western kind of beauty, or let's say random white person, and then we're all in love with this white person. Gandang-ganda tayo. And then you have other fellow Caucasians, other fellow white people saying, huh? Gandang-ganda ka sa kanya? Diba? And then, because I guess, if anything, we appreciate the beauty we don't see regularly. So whereas our Caucasian friends, our Western foreigners, gandang-ganda sa true Pinay beauty, na para sa atin, you know, it's not that beautiful, or hindi tayo nagagandahan, at least according to the standards that our Western friends have for how they find our fellow Filipinos attractiveness. Ganun din. Whenever we find somebody attractive in the Western world, na for the people who live there, huh? Bakit tayo gandang-ganda sa kanya? There are a lot, dime a dozen, di ba, kung gamitin nila. Dime a dozen yung kagandahan niya. Yeah, yun na nga. Baliktaran, di ba, MJ? Tayo naman sawa na tayo sa itsura natin. Na we find Western beauty attractive. Yeah, I mean that's a good way to put it as well, MJ. That's a great way to put it. In the same way, we're obsessed with whitening products. If you go to the soap aisle of any grocery, 50% dominated by papaya soap. The other 50% acidic soap to peel off our skin, hopefully making us fairer in complexion. In other parts of the world, non-tropical countries most especially, sila naman sobrang addicted sa pampatan. Products that are equally, if not more dangerous for their skin. Kasi ba, I mean, you can't keep stripping our skin with acidic chemicals or bleaching products. Diba? Para pumuti tayo. But at the same time, sila rin, diba? They apply product on their skin so that the sun's radiation and darkening effects are more effective. So, good way to put that, MJ. Yeah. What about Valix? You wanna share a little bit more? Indoctrinated tayo na white is better. That's true. Like we're whitewashed in that way. I think when white people try to get darker, I think it's because darker skin is oftentimes associated with, I mean, tanned skin is oftentimes associated with upper class living because it shows how they have more time to vacation and tan and rest and just chill under the sun. So I think different motivations, but on the surface it looks pretty interesting that we want opposite things. Oh wait, you know what? Actually MJ parang same na ano. We want to get white. Actually, now that I said it, And I'm hearing myself, we want to get whiter because it makes us look it makes us feel like we have a step up in society. Because whatever history that has. Same for white people who want to get a little bit more tanned. It's a step up in society. Kung mukhang healthy yung balat nila, hindi pale. Because it also shows how, they have time to lay under the sun and vacation. And it's same motivations, essentially. Para mas magmukhang yamanin. Yeah, I mean, it's how do we remove that, right? 300 years of Spanish colonization, 50 years of, it's in our heads. 300 years of Spanish colonization, 50 years of American colonization, and then about half a decade of Japanese colonization. Barely any influence compared to the prior two. And if you think about it, chat, that's 350 years. We've only really been considered independent 1950s, right? So we're only living out 50 years so far of not being colonized in modern society. We're barely halfway more, like we're barely even halfway the duration of us being colonized. Because what's 350 years? If we were, technically independent in the 1950s, by the year 2300 ba tayo? by the year 2300 ba tayo magiging, how do I say this? Probably on our own. And so the colonial mentality definitely still is well and alive in our culture. Pwede rin, yung sinabi ni Mok. Well, I mean, that contextualizes what MJ said earlier, na white is better. White is better kasi yung colonists natin are white, they're the supreme people, they're the better individual. And so, if you're dark and you have darker skin, you're many steps away from being the better kind of human if we're talking from a colonized perspective. I mean, yeah, politically na lang siguro, right? 1950s tayo na liberate eh. Liberate is not a good word, but rather nagsimula yung Commonwealth, Philippine Commonwealth. There you go, 1946. So talagang 50 years, right? 1898 yung Kawit Cavite. 1946, that's 48 years of US influence. And then yun na nga, we're barely away from those influences. 350 years ba naman? I think in that way, now that I think about it, we have to be a little bit more understanding kung bakit colonial mentality is very, very strong still. We're barely out of the woods. 50 years pa lang tayong umaandar nang wala yung influences natin. Quarter of the way. 75 years, right? Let's do the math again. 2025 minus 1950. 75 years pa lang. Times 4. 300... barely. 75 divided by 350 years. We're only 20% of the amount of the duration we were occupied or colonized for. So, talagang buhay na buhay pa. Even in me, like, I'm not gonna lie, I want to be very patriotic, and I want to be super pro-Philippines, and I try to be, I aspire to be. Sometimes I catch myself thinking the wrong way. And then I realize, colonial mentality pala. Oh, yeah. I mean, yun na nga, MJ, di ba? Kung kailan tayo naging politically free dun pa nagsimula yung globalization. So talagang nawala yung pagiging love for like nawala yung nationalism natin. Because imagine if we were freed in the 1900s, right? 1901 tayo na free. Then we will have at least 100 years to get our shit straight and love our country more. Sadly, globalization, which by the way is a word that we all grew up with if you're a millennial. Right now, it's just normal life. But globalization happened when the computer era started, 80s, right? 70s, 80s. So we were barely trying to love. We're barely only learning to love ourselves for who we are. Biglang lumakas pa yung influences ng Western world by means of globalization. I think if tama ba memory ko, Mok? I think it's because they were very aggressive with nationalistic pride. Or was it Indonesia? Or was it Taiwan? I think it was Taiwan pala. I think it was Taiwan. Nung naglaban-laban yung I think the Republic of China versus the CCP. I don't know anymore. One of these countries I think naging hyper-aggressive pagdating sa love yourselves, love the country. Ayaw natin matuto ng ganyang language. Wikang banyaga yan. Or was it Malaysia? Thailand? Oh, I love it, Artex. Thank you for that. The Filipino identity can feel rootless. Yeah, Mio. I mean, also here in Metro Manila. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, lahat tayo iba ng culture, di ba? I mean, if you're born and raised in Metro Manila, chances are you think Metro Manila is the only city in the Philippines. It took me I think I was in college nung namulat yung mundo ko sa katotohanan sa Pilipinas na hindi lang Metro Manila ang country sa ang city sa Philippines. I mean, of course, I knew na may malaki ang Pilipinas, but when I was a kid, I thought this was it. Diba? Very Manila-centric yung upbringing. Oh no, nahulog si Snowman. Oh, now I see what you're trying to say, Mok. Now I see what you're trying to say. I mean, we want to be a country. We try to act like a country. But I think it comes with the territory that we're also thousands of islands trying to unite. I hope we figure it out, right? Like one day we figure it out. Maybe not in our lifetimes. And I think also, Mok, to add to what you said, apart from our Spanish colonizers demonizing our pre-colonial era, they also burnt shit down to the ground. They didn't give a shit. Sinunog talaga nila lahat. They erased this chunk of our history that historians would say that would be very rich na sinunog lang talaga. Oo naman. Si Humabon din, 'di ba? Taga Cebu. Yeah. Super complex. I totally agree na the Filipino identity right now is a little bit of everything. And I'd like to think it's not entirely bad, right? I don't think it's entirely bad either that we're essentially the melting pot of many different cultures and influences. Because that also allows us to be more malleable and adaptable. For all we know, it's probably why yun yung pinakamalaking export natin. 'Di ba? Human labor, isn't human labor or human capital our biggest export? 'Di ba? Kaya nga sobrang galing nating OFW eh. Kasi very adaptable tayo. I will. I think one good thing not a good thing, like I don't want to say there's a good thing, but more positive side na lang of being colonized for so long is we developed a very unique sense of hospitality. Because not only did we learn to be more hospitable to our foreign invaders or else fear for our lives, but we somehow learned to bond together for our own survival. And so, yung hospitality natin literally runs in our culture. And it makes us great nurses in that way. Innate yung bedside manners ng pagiging Pilipino. Innate yung pagiging hospitable ng pagiging Pilipino kasi nasa culture natin mismo. I forget where I heard that from, but I hope it was mentioned in the Vox documentary. Salitang comfort room. Yeah. Sa Japanese era yun, no, yung comfort room. I mean, many words naman. I would say many words have a dark past. Many words. Yung salvage talaga hindi ko maintindihan eh. Na-salvage na siya. I'm sure there are etymology, 'di ba? Ang study of words, etymology. There you go. The study of the origin of words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history. Etymologist? There you go. No. Etymology. Person who studies etymology. What do you call a etymologist? There you go. For languages with a long written history, etymologists. There you go. I'm sure there are many words that have a dark past. I'm not gonna say that's not true. I do think that we're effed up in that way, MJ. I just can't say for other countries. Oh, there you go. Mock has more input here. yung alam natin about salvage isn't the same as the English daw. It comes from the Spanish salvaje, as in salvaje. Wild. Salvaje. Yan nga. So kapag na-salvage na siya, ibig sabihin wild siya. So pinut down na. Hey. That's a great fact. Great factoid. My gosh. Great conversation, chat. Learning new shit. Connotate, lagyan na gamit as code ng mga sundalo. What do you mean by that, Mio? Yo, this is crazy. Philippine Cybercrime Center's list of 15 influencers promoting illegal gambling is out. The CICC is not playing around. Gosh, 15 influencers who continue to promote unlicensed gambling website. Wamos is a familiar name. Tony Fowler, of course. Yun lang yung mga familiar ako na names. That's crazy. Removed sa Philippine expats. Can you imagine, ito lang yung pinag-usapan natin, napunta tayo dito. Napunta tayo sa salvaje. sa etymology ng salvage. Paalala? Ooh. Hell yeah. Heck yeah, chat. What are your thoughts here? What are your thoughts here? I'm I agree. I'm trying to think of something to say before I read the comments so I don't get influenced too much, but I do agree. Screen time isn't just our screen times being too high dilutes the reality that we live in. Is that the right way to put it? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I said it. So the screen time that our screen time is so high that it dilutes the reality that we live our day-to-day lives with. Because sometimes it's such a classic. We've talked about this hundreds of times already. Hindi man hundreds. We've talked about this at least a dozen times in the past. Whenever we look at TikToks, Reels, we're looking at highlight reels. We're not looking at real life. I mean, we are looking at real life, but we're looking at highlights of people's lives. They themselves don't live life in this way, but because all that we're seeing are highlights of people's lives, we kind of tend to think that our life is so much more boring. There's no excitement because on one TikTok or on one video nakikita natin, wow, this kid just bought his first house at 21. Pag swipe mo sa taas, what? Na-promote siya to this high-paying job. 6 figures. Tapos ano pa siya, nagtatrabaho abroad. Umalis siya ng Pilipinas at 18. Mga ganun, di ba? And then we tend to think, ano nangyayari sa buhay ko? This guy creating an entire life out of just Building Legos? What am I doing with my life? No, to be honest, MJ, my hot take, and I saw this recently, but I've always thought this, na-confirm lang yung beliefs ko. My take here is that gaming is still way better than doom scrolling. Because with gaming, you're at least doing something that has a distinct goal. It's long term, if not medium term, di ba? May goal, may kailangan gawin. There is a steady release of chemicals in your brain that rewards you periodically because you are actually aspiring to achieve goals within that game. But with doom scrolling, what the hell is the goal? Diba? It's just a dopamine drip. Constantly. Kada TikTok, kada reel. And then when you're done with it, you're left to wonder, what was that all for? Gaming still simulates the mind, but depende sa game. Oh, that's true. Syempre naman. Wala na, I mean, gaming addiction is real. So, of course, you still want to say that too much of anything is bad, right? Too much of everything is still bad. I get what you're saying. I think, MJ, what you're trying to describe is an escape from the reality that we live in. I think when it comes to this meme specifically, medyo ano na tayo, lumalabas na tayo sa scope ng message ng reel na to. Right? Because we could create so much nuance na nagiging washed na rin yung message. The message is very simple. Invest your time in more rewarding activities. Be more intentional with what you want to do. Scrolling is fine, right? It's entertaining. It's great. Too much is bad. Too much consumption is literally taking away from our time to be creative ourselves. I'm not saying kailangan natin mag-post on TikTok or on Instagram, but it removes the capacity, it removes our ability to apply ourselves. I mean, in the same way, I think watching movies is better than scrolling. There are levels to it, right? Watching movies is still better than doom scrolling. Watching TV series is still better than doom scrolling. It's just that ginawa ng sachet. Alam niyo yun, ginawa ng sachet yung attention span natin. Whereas before we were consuming content in long formats, now we're just consuming content in 15-second bits. Kasi hanggang doon na lang yung kaya ng attention span natin. So yeah, chat. Good message still, I would say. Your days aren't boring, your screen time is just too high. Reading books, sure, great. Okay, you know what? Let's not demonize anything here. Yun na lang, di ba? Let's not demonize any of these activities. Whether it's scrolling, watching a movie, reading a book, or playing games. The takeaway. Okay, ito na lang. Para I think we can all agree on this one. The takeaway here is that we have to be more intentional with our time. Yun na lang. Diba? Because if we do that, then mas may purpose yung activities natin. Yeah, I agree with what you said, MJ. Yeah, escapism in good doses, I think, is still therapy. Too much, I agree with you too, Mio. Facebook era pa lang, may mga studies na nito. College pa lang ako, which was like 100 years ago. May studies na that, I mean, look at this. Here, let's see. Think like a world-class researcher. Think like a world-class psychologist with expertise in the effects of social media on mental health. When was the first peer-reviewed journal article on the negative effects of social media on mental health? Just give me the title and year. Do deep research when I ask you this question. Yeah, look at this. I feel like Facebook pa lang. Meron na tayong research on this, chat. $1998. Look at that. Social technology. How about social media as we know it today? How about an article on social media as we know it today? Not during the era before the first social media websites or apps were established. (2013), there you go. This is the earliest one, so. Activities on Facebook revealed the depressive state of users. So, yeah, intentional usage talaga ang pinaka-goal. Ito, tama naman yung sinabi ni... I mean, look, this goes hand in hand with what MJ said. Paano kung gusto ko gumala pero wala akong budget pang gala? O, diba? Yun yung sinabi ni MJ. Tama naman. Healthy dose of escapism is still therapy. Diba? Easy. Sometimes it's okay to have those boring days rather than be around people who make you feel like shit. Yeah, it's not that I'm incapable of doing other stuff in life. My brain is just tired. There's that too. Again, balik tayo sa intentionality. And too much of anything is a bad thing. Okay? I think we can leave that already. Last thread. How stupid you all to blame a woman for choosing the wrong man but never blame the man who faked his entire... What? Ito na lang tayo. I need help. Pucha ka, di ka nag-iisip. Tangin na talaga. F you. Sabi ko, papacheck up na lang ako. Literal na baliw ka na. Ilang beses ko na sinasabi na tapusin. Ako pa gusto i-keep. Di ko alam saan mo nakukuha utak mo. Apaka-baliw mo. Apaka-abala mo sa buhay ko. Ako na nabuntis mo pa. Ako pa ba abala? What? What is happening? Oh, this is too long, chat. I'm running out of battery already. Oh, we've been streaming for 3.5 hours. What? Anyway, chat. I think we can wrap this stream up. Pwede ba natin paandarin to? Let's get the member goal moving here. 225 is the goal for the month of November. Let's not slow down. Right? One of the best ways to help the stream is to help our member base grow larger. So, if hindi pa kayo member, please consider becoming a member. It's only $129 a month. But, no pressure. Tier 2, $199. Tier 3, $4.99 if I'm not mistaken. No pressure. Malaking tulong lang talaga siya. It's what keeps our streams running. Okay. Isagad sa 5 hours. Don't worry, MJ. Hahabaan kayo mga streams natin this week. You're right. I do owe you a lot of streams for the lack of streams this month. No pressure, may banta lang. Alright. Let's cue in our music. Tomorrow's stream, by the way, we won't be having Thea. We'll be having Thea on Friday. Nagkaroon ulit kami ng schedule conflict. But I could show you our stream schedule for the week, if ever. Boom. Yan. Okay, so this will be moved to Friday. Okay, chat? Contesera Life will be moved to Friday. And actually, since Thea will be here on Friday, we can even talk about the Miss Universe on that day. I'll make sure to brush up on my Miss Universe knowledge para kaya natin kahit papano maintindihan yung sinasabi ni Thea. So we'll do that on Friday. And just so you know, Thea is herself Abanico Thea. Thea is herself somebody who joins beauty pageants. Siya ang current Miss Independent International Philippines 2026. Siya rin ang Miss Pearl of the Orient Heritage Ambassador for 2025. So be here on Friday when Thea visits us and guests in our stream. So tomorrow we are likely gonna do something else. And then on the 20th, beat me at this AI quiz, win Gcash. Kailangan ng pan-shopping ni Carl. No. Actually, the truth is that a lot of the support we get in stream just goes back to supporting the community. Maybe before, a little the extra goes into personal expenses, but these days, I think it all really goes back to the community. Like when I talk about before, like I'm talking about Kumu days. But yeah, chat. Enough of that. Thank you so much for tonight. Oh, sent you something? What's this? Oh, got it. Got it, Ephemeros. Shoutout lang tayo sa mga to. Sa mga tumulong ng stream natin. Of course, we have the following. Si Pau with super chat. Christian Prado with a super chat. SWG na nagsarado ng ating goal for the day. Ron and Mio adding a little bit more. LJ and Spy from YouTube bringing our goals way past the limit today. Many thanks. Millionaire na ba, MJ? Sino, ikaw? Alright, chat. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Tulog na. Thank you again to Marion and Pitaka.